Greetings and salutations to all you folks out there. I have a huge, epic, ginormo, gargantuan replay for you today. It is on Syrtis Major EP, the big 5-player team games that we all love on a great map. And let me tell you, there are some fantastic players in here. This should be a fantastic game. Let's go ahead and introduce everybody, and then we'll jump straight into the action on the Southern team. We have Arrow24 taking Seraphim, Jiraj going UEF. That is Laneless taking UEF as well. Blowdeer going Cybran. And last but not least, Oalis taking UEF. So no Aeon on the Southern team, lots of UEF. On the Northern side, we have Luker as UEF. That is French Touch going Cybran, Clinch taking Aeon, Hellcat on Cybran, and another Cybran, Artifacts. So these guys are regular team game players. All of them usually perform exceptionally well, so we should be able to see some awesome stuff happening in this game. Looks like expansion is going pretty much as expected. We've got one ACU walk that is going to edge build those factories right there, like we see a lot of times on this map. Looks like we've got land scouts in a couple of places. Got an ACU going out to the front. Laneless is going to bump up towards the mid, and everybody else is just kind of building at the moment. I do see a Mantis or two headed out towards the mid. Alright, most of you should know this map pretty well. It's got some reclaim in the bases. There's a good amount of rocks around here, good amount in the back as well. But the centerpiece of the map and what everybody goes to is this right here. There is a huge civilian base right in the middle. Got the Quantum Gateway, T3P gens, all kind of lovely things in there. If you feel like capturing it and you have enough power to do so, by all means, more power to you. Get it? More power if you capture. Okay, that was terrible. But yeah, the best part of this is if you can get a if you can capture the Quantum Gateway. I have seen it happen in a couple of games. It does not happen very often at all. But if you can capture the Quantum Gateway and get an SACU out, it is hysterical. It is so much more powerful than the early T3 that is coming online at that point, and you can demolish stuff with it. So that is kind of a funny thing, but I've seen far more people die trying to capture it than have actually captured it. So it is something you need to try if you've got a stacked game in your favor or something like that. We've got artillery raining down. This is Laneless. Looks like he is going to take that. Luker is trying to get his point defense down on this other side, but I think that Laneless is going to get the vast majority of the reclaim and a head start on whatever it is that he wants to capture. And right now, these guys are poking and prodding around the outside edges. Not a whole lot of intensive stuff going on. We've got some troop movement on the southern side here. And a P-Gen has gone up in flames. We've got Tech 2 point defense going down in the center here. That is going to help keep away any artillery that's trying to push in. Looks like we have T1 bombers coming in. That one is going to get shot down by Blowdeer's interceptors. And Blowdeer has thrown up a tac launcher. That is a very smart move on this map. He's going to start hitting eco up here. We've already got 2 Tech 2 mass extractors down. That is going to force everyone to build tac defense, and that is actually a really terrible situation to be in because, of course, the Cybran tac launchers will bypass your TMD. Unless you're Aeon, of course. The Aeon ones can stop it, but only if you actually get the things built. And that was actually an ACU hit right there. Not sure if the ACU got in the way of the mass extractor or if that was actually intended to hit the ACU. The trajectory is kind of weird on those sometimes. We got, probably it was aimed at the Tech 2 mass extractor and Clinched use his face for TMD. So yeah, if all else fails, save your Tech 2 mass extractor with your ACU. That is always a good plan of action. And the mechs continue to fall. They're getting replaced pretty quickly by Tech 1 mass extractors, but you know, those aren't nearly as useful as the Tech 2s that they're replacing. Got Jesters building up in the back. Hellcat is building them like mad, and I'm not sure why, because he could have gone Tech 2 air with the mass in these Jesters, plus gotten a Tech 2 gunship or two. And we've also got some Jesters for artifacts hiding there in the back. Is that, no, that is still the same tack launcher. That is absolutely insane. So many kills with that thing. Let me see here. That has got 11 kills on it already. And I've got to assume that all of those are either Tech 2 P-Gens or Tech 2 Mass Extractors. Got a gun upgrade on Arrow's commander, but not on Artifacts'. However, there are 2 ACUs over here to Arrow 24 by himself. The damage potential is the same, less HP on Arrow, but there is a second ACU back here, and Jesters and Corsairs and all other manner of nasty business. Is Arrow gonna make it? That is the question. We've got interceptors flowing in from all sides. Looks like it's gonna be an epic battle, and kaboom! Arrow is toasted, and so is all of the air. Well, no, there were some interceptors that got away, but that is an early loss for the Southern team. Arrow goes down, taking with him just about all of the units that were protecting the left-hand side. Most of the rest of this is looking okay. Nice use of the Tech 1 bombers here, hitting the engineers, hitting random targets around places. Kind of cool. And we've got Vipers in the mid here that are hammering down on this base that Laneless is attempting to get set up. Let's see, checking for tech. We have, of course, the Tech 2 Air for Corsairs, Tech 2 Air for Corsairs in the back. Getting ready for another Corsair snipe. We're going to have to keep our eyes open on that so we do not miss an ACU death that I think is coming because no one is building flak and shields. Jiraj, what are you doing? There we go. Shield. Yes. Okay, you need a shield and 2 flak or you're going to die. I really think you're going to die anyway, though, because here they come. Alright, maybe? No? Maybe? Yes? Yes? Maybe? Yes! Alright! Gotta watch the Corsairs. I'm gonna assume that they're headed for this right here. Maybe? Nope, they're gonna kind of hover over off that way. We do have a flak emplacement up that is going to be able to hit things. Corsairs coming down. Shields out, hitting the ACU. Down to 9,000 health in the first pass. We've got 4 Corsairs coming in from the other player. And lucky shield. Oh, that was 600 health. And there we go. 2 Corsairs down. It's like this game from last night. The strategic facepalm that I did had Corsairs everywhere, and it looks like we've got the same thing happening again tonight. That was probably a good solid 15 Corsairs. And it's hard to survive through that unless you have a ton of anti-air emplacements. So, too bad for the guys on the left side, but hopefully their teammates will learn the lesson and build some freaking anti-air, kind of like the front is not doing. Laneless has no anti-air at all. I don't think. No, he does not. So, excellent choice on his part. He should totally keep doing what he's doing. There is no possible way there could be another Corsair snipe. Alright, we have a drop in the back. That is actually from the Southern team, my bad. That is just trying to get a better handle on the reclaim and rebuilding that base over there. Oalis is going to do well for himself, and it looks like we have a drop here. That is 2 Tech 2 engineers. And another drop with some more Tech 2 engineers. So those are going to establish a proxy base. And the Corsairs are still hanging around in the back. This is not looking good for the Southern team at all. Not one bit. Alright, looks like that was all reclaimed. Nope, there it is. That tack launcher is still online with 4 in the bank. I guess he is waiting for the opportune moment to use those tack missiles. And there are still Corsairs being built in the back. We're seeing shields, stealth, and mobile flak. Yes, 3 mobile flak. That should be able to take out a large group of Corsairs in one pass. We've got a single Tech 1 anti-air in the middle. Apparently, Lanus is extremely confident in that anti-air. And Blodeer has no anti... there. 2 mobile flak pulling up towards the mid. And Corsairs diving in again. Question is, can Owalis survive this? He's got shield... No, he doesn't. He's power stalling. No! No! 2,500. And the mobile flak did its job. Holy kashmoles, that mobile flak is nasty. Basically melting those Corsairs right out of the sky. Mobile flak is a glorious thing to have at your back. I love those guys. They have saved my life many, many times as well. So tip your hats to the mobile flak guys. You all owe your lives to them. Alright, we've got pillars moving over here. They're going to try to deal with this proxy base that is growing. Tech 2 point defense is going to be firing into the ground there. Badly placed. Bad, Blodeer. Bad. Why you do such things? So many flapjacks. I said vipers earlier, I think. Those are actually flapjacks. So many mobile missile launchers. That is starting to push this fire base back. But we do have Tech 3. That is going to put some mobile artillery out on the field. And hopefully it will start getting some hits back on this over here. Lucre is just content to sit where he's at, and he has all of those flapjacks online, but at some point the T3 mobile artillery will overwhelm those shields. And so many Corsairs. Many, 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 many Corsairs, and still building them. There's Tech 3 air online for Blodeer. He is getting his act together to try to get something done about the collapsing left side. He's got Loyalists online. He's pushing Tech 3 land, Tech 3 air, Tech 3 everything, because Blodeer always does this. It's insane how much eco he can come up with out of so little. He is pulling 198 mass income off of a base and a half. So very well done there, my good sir. Pushing the Loyalists out, trying to kill off some things. It looks like the proxy base is gone thanks to those pillars and the Loyalists dealing with the last couple of point defense, and that is going to be that. We have a strap bomber out for Blodeer. We have to see where that is going to take off to. Loyalists, they are actually doing a very good job of pushing up the left-hand side. It's amazing how well Loyalists deal with Tech 1 land units. They are very, very efficient at what they do. Alrighty. Is there a Tech 4 coming? Yes. Mouse over it as I'm making that observation. There is a Monkey Lord. My instincts are very attuned to these types of situations, which most of you guys know is a lie because I do miss things coming on the field. And the Monkey Lord is going to begin its march. I think I just got a tongue tie there, and yeah, perhaps I should just start doing Yoda speak and get it over with, but whatever. The Monkey Lord is going to begin its march towards the front. It has been scouted, so the southern team will be able to get some units together to deal with the thing, but how they're going to deal with it is a mystery as yet to be discovered. We do have a Monkey Lord coming from Blodeer, because of course there's a Monkey Lord coming from Blodeer, because Blodeer builds everything. That strap bomber is going to get taken out by the ASF. That, nope, and coming back around. Yeah, there we go, they're gone now. Okay, proving me right after the fact. Thank you very much, Clinch. Clinch has a group of ASF online that is slightly larger than Blodeer's group, but Blodeer has a Monkey Lord, so I think Blodeer wins that. He also has a whole lot of Loyalists. Hopefully he can use them to kill this thing before it vets to the point where it is unkillable. The Demolishers are running for their weak little lives away from that Monkey Lord, because there is absolutely nothing they can do against a monstrosity of that proportion. And who's going to win? The veterancy wins, and the kill gives it another veterancy. So this Monkey Lord is still a problem. They're going to have to solve it somehow. There's an ACU coming in for the overcharge. One overcharge in, and good. Was that a strap bomber? Possibly some units. I think that may have been a strap bomber. Not entirely sure. Oh, or artillery. Artillery could have been the killing blow, but now there are Corsairs and a strap bomber headed for Laneless. Got to get out of there. 13, 1,000, boom! Another ACU down. All 5 players are still alive on the northern side, and we are down to 2 on the south. This is turning into a survival game for the southern team. Blodir and Oalis are going to have to pull a clutch to claim victory, although I'm thinking they're looking a bit beleaguered, so I'm not sure what they have in the works to actually accomplish that. Still building freaking Corsairs. Why would you build so many Corsairs? Well, I guess that's the improper question, because the Corsairs are actually doing a damn good job at manipulating the field. So you know what, Artifacts, you can keep building Corsairs. I'll give you that one. Tech 2 units do have their place, and I believe we had found them with these Corsairs. Alrighty, got strap bombers in the back here, just biding their time until they have a good target to hit. Trying to see what else is online here. I'm going to bump the speed down for just a second. We're going to examine these bases a bit, take a little bit of a closer look, and see what is going on. We've got Sam's going down over there. We've got the Tech 3. Finally, the Tech 3 factory is coming online over there. Let's see. We have T3 gens going up for French Touch. We've got a GC almost finished for Clinch, and no nukes or anti-nukes done or planned for the northern team. Blodir building power, building a Monkey Lord, building eco, because eco, always eco. We've got a Fat Boy coming from Oalis, and SACUs, those are Rambo comms building down there. Alright, that is our overview, and Blodir does have a second Monkey Lord, by the way, for those of you watching it, going up the mid. And Blodir does have enough ASF to actually protect it, I think, as long as he doesn't overextend his ASF or get caught between the two groups. I think he has enough to kill either one of the groups, but not both of them together. Devastating Tech 3 artillery fire coming in there. Unfortunately, that brick is going to successfully drop all of the Tech 3 artillery with the help of a couple of rhinos, and that is going to solve the Tech 3 artillery problem for the northern team. But now they're about to have a monkey problem, and I don't think they really have anything at the moment that can stop that monkey other than this GC, which is coming up mid, and I failed to notice out of the corner of my eye and completely contradicts my previous statement. Hello, contradictions. And this brick is going to successfully, maybe, perhaps, no, it's hitting the wall. Ah, good. Blodir's watching. He is not going to lose the brick to a handful of Tech 1 point defense. That would make me very sad. I would be slightly depressed if that happened. Alright, there's a GC on the way. Will they be able to stop it? We have a second Monkey Lord online. Should be able to stop it, yes, and why Blodir's commander is that exposed I will never figure out, because there are strap bombers after all in the back, and Cybran shields suck. So we'll have to see how that goes for him. Looks like we've got Percival's moving in on the right hand side, overwhelming the defenses over here. There are Percivals out for Lucre as well, but not nearly enough to contradict the movement of this group of Percivals. That's going to redirect the GC in this direction, try and counter those, and we have an SACU drop, I think. Yes, that is an SACU drop. A Rambo comm on the way in from Oalis. That is going to be the UEF Rambo, the strongest of the strong. That thing is borderline overpowered. Actually, not even borderline. The UEF SACU is objectively overpowered, considering the mass that it costs to build. You people should be building them. Don't complain if you get wiped out by UEF SACUs, because I warned you that this would happen. You need to build Tech 3 point defense or stacked T4s to take care of them. Alright, Spiderbot is about to come online. I think it will be here in time. to stop that rampage, even though the Strat Bombers are actually already taking care of it. I think it'll be dead. Oh, nope, there's the Monkey Lord. And nope, Strat Bombers got it. Fat Boy is online for Oalis. That is going to move over and start laying down some fire on that GC. The plateau is a good place to hang out for a Fat Boy. You can easily run from things headed at you, except for tac launchers, because you can't see those missiles headed for you, and they're going to come in and they're going to hit your shield and take it all out. And now we have an unprotected Fat Boy. That is problematic. A couple of Strat Bombers or a handful of pretty much anything will kill that Fat Boy. Now, tac launchers... there we go. Tac launcher's fired again. The Fat Boy's going to dodge that, but it cannot dodge all of the Strat Bombers. Strat Bomber's going to turn back. Yellow is going to pursue, though, and that is going to wipe that Fat Boy out. None of that. We are not going to get pounded on. You are not going to break down our front door. This is not going to stand. We got another SACU coming up to hit this GC. Going to punch it to death from point blank range and walk away laughing as the fiery explosion. Yep, it was fiery. I was wondering for a minute. I don't know if this is Arcade's mod or not. I really was not paying attention to the explosion until just a second ago. That was an attempted Strat Bomber snipe, but Bloatier is going to be perfectly alright, as he was able to kill most of those off before they even dropped with his ASF. Problem is, he is now short some ASF. That is going to give him some issues in just a few minutes, because he has no Air Force to counter this Caesar, which is getting built at some point. And yes, I'm going back to calling it a Caesar. You can call me what you want, you can complain as you will, but I am going to call it what I want to call it, and it is a Caesar. A carrier Tsar. That is what I always thought it was, and that is what it is going to be in my mind. And, there we go. I was thinking that maybe these bricks were in the way and it wasn't ever going to start being built, but it has been. And something, just a random observation. Have you guys ever noticed the awesome, the building animations? The Caesar is really funny because it starts as a tiny donut and it grows into a big donut. And I kind of like the GC the same way. It starts kind of small and it just slowly grows into something huge. The animations are different for all the factions. It is pretty dang awesome. UEF, it starts as a framework and that gray bar gradually goes down, revealing the completed unit. So it's like it starts as a blueprint and it slowly begins filling in all of the details. And then Cybran starts as just like a faint etch, and it gradually gets put together by all of the drones circling around. I can't remember what the Seraphim one is. It may be like a growing puddle, like the Aeon. And actually, I'm going to pursue this for a minute. The building animations actually go all the way down even into the factories, because the Aeons start as a loose pool and then they kind of coagulate into a unit. The land units are kind of cool too, because they do have the growing pool. Anyway, end of sidetrack. That is my detour for the day. Air Scouts running across the bases from, that is Artifacts. I'm going to be checking out the bases for something that he's planning. He does have a whole lot of Strat Bombers, and the Southern team is still a bit lacking on air control. This Fat Boy is going to become extremely problematic if the Southern team doesn't do something about it, but I think they are doing something about it. They have got a Fat Boy bearing down on that position. There is a Fat Boy over here as well. Luker has one, but I don't think... yes. There we go. Fat Boy is going to start firing at that Monkey Lord, and in the process is going to very nearly kill that Tsar. That is going... Yeah, there it is. Caesar is down. Strat Bombers coming out to try to hit that Fat Boy. Got T3 mobile anti-air on the case. So they're going to zap those things down, then they'll be finished off by the SAMs in the rear of the base. And that Fat Boy is going to start laying down some fire on the support commander in the front. Alright, Strat Bombers look like they're moving a little bit, but I don't think they're actually taking off or anywhere. So you've got a lot of Tech 1 point defense down. That is an anti-snipe mechanism, I would suppose. We've got a lot of T4 built. And on the way, we've got strategic missile defense. I still don't see a nuke up there. Let's check the southern side. I may have missed one, but I don't think there is. That is a missile defense. No strat launcher that I can see. Alright, looks like the strat bombers are on the way. Where they are headed, I think for Blodir. Maybe? No? Yes? No? They're headed right down here. Air trying to engage. Strat bombers are going to try dropping. That was aimed at Blodir. No. Yes, it was aimed at Blodir. I can see it now. Oh! 1,800 health. Holy cow. And that was all the strat bombers. Oh, Blodir, you lucky bastard. You very nearly got plastered on that one. Hey, I was a poet and they didn't even know it. That was pretty spectacular. We've got a megalith now on the front. That was very nearly game over for the Northern team. That was a combination of pure luck, excellent interception skills, and a whole lot of shields that saved Blodir from dying. He's now regened above the health required to survive one strat bomb. But still, I would be borrowing an engineer from the UEF player because Cybern shields are such crappy objects. You cannot use them to effectively protect anything, much less your ACU. We've got a GC and a Fat Boy on the left side, and then two Monkey Lords on the right. Another GC is building right here. You can kind of see, well, I don't know, it's not building fast enough. You can't really see it growing. I'm sorry. This game, I always get distracted by stupid stuff, and apparently this game, my distraction is building animations. And no, I don't know why. I will never understand why, because life does not make sense, especially when you're on the brink of insanity. Name pun. Let's see. Gonna get out here and reclaim that Monkey Lord just for the heck of it. Let's check out Blodir. Oh my word. How? He has 621 mass income. I just realized this. How do you come upon 600 mass income on a Cyrodiil game? That is ludicrous. He has 100% T3 mass extractors over 4 bases. Poor Oalis has gotten completely left out with his measly, forgettable 261 mass income. Now the question is, what is Blodir going to do with this tremendous amount of mass? He needs to build a game ender. I would love to see a Scathus. A Scathus would be hysterical, and I would love it. I have yet to cast a Scathus being used on a map like this, and it would be awesome to do so. We do have a Soul Ripper here. Looks like we're going for another Quantum Gateway on that side. Just to double check in here. Oh, there's a Scathus. If Blodir doesn't build one, we're going to have one over here from Hellcat. Holy kashmolis, all of my dreams and wishes are coming true. This is truly going to be the best Supreme Commander game ever. We've got 2 Monkey Lords moving in on Oalis' commander, which is looking pretty sad at the moment. We've got 2 SACUs coming southward. The Fat Boy laying down fire. One is going to go down in there, but we've still got a full health single vet Monkey Lord pressing in, and strat bombers. There have been so many bombers this game. Holy cow, why? And that is the end of Oalis. And also, I have a text message. Let me use that. There is so much wrong with this. Blodir being left alone, completely alone versus 5 players. We have seen the Southern team drop one by one to snipes. I think every single one has died to something ridiculous. And now Blodir is left all alone. But he does have 5 bases, 654 mass income, and he's about to have about 100k in mass reclaim. So we're gonna see what he throws up here. He's got a Scathus. Yes, Yes, I have wanted this. It is going to be a Skaithus war. I cannot express how happy this game makes me. This is hysterical. I don't understand why Blodir is not dead already, but I'm thankful he's not, because this is turning into an epic. Alright, we're just waiting for the Skaithus to finish building. We've got this one over here at 11. It looks like Blodir. Wow. Look at that thing building. Holy cow. He is building a Skaithus with that much build power, and he was still... This is awesome. This is sheer awesomeness in pure Supreme Commander form. Alright, Skaithus is going to start firing. I imagine it is targeted on the... No, it's not targeted on the Fat Boy. It is targeted on something else. Where is it targeted? It is falling on the other Skaithus, and the nuke is built next to the Skaithus. That is almost finished building. Why would you build the nuke next to the Skaithus? Or why would you build the Skaithus next to the nuke? You need to build your game enders in two separate locations, so that way when they're trying to kill one, you can hope the other one survives. But no, the same volley is going to kill both the nuke and the Skaithus and multiple T3P gens, but in the middle, we have trouble. We've got two Fat Boys, two GCs, and a Monkey Lord, and a huge amount of Percivals. But hello, my friends, meet Mr. Soul Ripper. He is going to run towards the back and start laying down hits on those Fat Boys. I think that was a power stall induced by the loss of the T3 gens. Soul Ripper's going to go down. Skaithus is firing at the back again. It looks like he's going to forget about those two GCs. He dealt with the Monkey Lord. Skaithus is going to fire on the T3 HQ. That is going to kill off all the build power and kill the T3 HQ. And there is such a huge amount of point defense here. As Cybern point defense, why are you not running your GCs in? You're taking unnecessary damage by hanging back. Gunther's firing point blank. Fat Boy's moving in on the center. This is sheer madness. Megalith moving up, that is going to end that GC. Looks like the T3 HQ has pretty much been wiped out by that Skaithus fire. Blodir needs to redirect the Skaithus at this point. We've got Reclaim going down over here. And that was a teleport, I think. Yes. No. Yes. That was teleport, which failed epically to the Tech 1 point defense. I'm sorry I missed that. Strat Bombers coming in, but they're dying by the hundreds to all of these SAMs everywhere. Holy cow. It looks like Artifacts teleported in somewhere over here, but there was enough shielding that he could not actually hit Blodir's ACU, and then all of the Tech 1 point defense over here just killed him off immediately. That is hilarious. So we've got one down now. We're down to 4 players on the Northern team, and I'm beginning to think that they're not going to be able to stop Blodir. The T4 push failed, the Telesnipe failed. We've now got 2 Megaliths in the mid here. There are 2 Fat Boys, but the Fat Boy is going to lose to the Megalith at this range. Oh, shield has come back up, but is being taken off in chunks by that Megalith. Megalith going to survive. Yes, Fat Boy down. We've got Skaithus firing over this away. Not sure what it was killing right there. T3P gens maybe? I think there was a T3P gen there at one time. I'm not... No, I don't think there was. Don't know what that was firing at. But it's going to begin firing over this away now. Looks like going directly for the ACU. And the ACU is standing next to a P-gen. We've got a lot of valuable targets there. Luker coming under fire. And he's not gone. He's going to run away, and the Skaithus is going to have to redirect. Got one Fat Boy versus this Megalith, but it's got a whole lot of shields. Going to have to... Oh, the personal shield is not up at the moment. He's going to have to run back. And taking hits. Can it get killed before the shield comes back up? Yes, Fat Boy is down. Skaith is still hammering away on that location. Looks like it was ground fired and it has not been redirected. Tax launching, going for the Megalith, not going to connect. Very bad aim right there. And I think there's nothing left for the Northern team. They're not going to be able to get anything else online. That was a hell of a game. This is one of the better games I've casted in weeks, probably. This is pretty dang epic. Thank you very much to Bloateer for recommending this one to me. I loved it. You know my taste, my friend. And I love the Skaithus. Finally getting to look at a Skaithus in a real game. This is a game ender, folks. Don't complain that the Skaithus is underpowered. It is OP if you're in range. Your only hope is to get out of range of the might of the Skaithus Hellstorm. Skaithus. I still cannot talk. We've got a Control K, and that is game. And what a game it was. Alright, I'm done talking. That was fantastic. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Got to see some awesome stuff going down. Hopefully you will take this as a lesson in never giving up as long as there is a glimmer of hope. And Bloateer has pulled it out in this game, winning 1 versus 5, which granted is pretty great, even considering the fact of how many bases he had at his disposal. He had to kill off all of that stuff headed for him in the mid. Alrighty, waiting for the ACU deaths, and then we can sign out of here. That is going to be it. Control Ks, and game over. Alright, that's going to wrap it up for me, this game and this replay. Hope you will join me for the next one. Maybe it'll be as epic as this one. I can't promise, though, because this was a very, very good game. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching.